All right, both of you guys draw 6 cards.
Yeah, so if you click on draw, just type in 6.
Click on what now?
So if you go on the little skull icon there on the right, and there's a draw button on Roll20.
Okay.
Yeah, just draw 6.
Yeah. Now, even though the program tries to keep the cards secret and shit, especially when you're new, telling the other players what you have is a great
Yeah.
idea.
You can actually, Logan, for future, you can make it so we can see each other's cards.
I would, but some people might want to keep their shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
Yeah, there's an option.
oh, somebody got a good card.
Yep, that was me. Hold on.
Cool. Now, if you click on the cards above your character sheet, it opens them in a small window. If you click on individual cards, it makes them much bigger and easier to read.
Yeah, I'm just reading them right now.
Yeah, if you have any cards with red text, let us know. Otherwise, if you have any questions about what they do or what they're for, just ask.
Yes, please do.
I have nothing helpful.
So far, they're pretty straightforward.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
That's good.
Just 1 second. 2 more cards to read. Yeah.
Oh, and also we are allowed, assuming that in-game we're in communication with each other, we can trade cards. I can give you cards. You can give me cards. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and the last one is... Bless you. Okay, seems that they're all pretty straightforward.
Cool. All right. You guys are both sitting in a very posh, kind of old world type of place. It's lit up by oil lanterns and such that are ensconced in the walls. The furniture itself is kind of the overstuffed chairs with the high backs and the big wings and stuff on the side. In between you guys is sitting a small table, and on there's like cigars and brandy and such. It smells like furniture polish. The floors are hardwood. There's various doors leading out and whatnot. There's somebody sitting across from you, and you've got the feeling in your gut that it's your buddy, but it's kind of like if you met somebody at a party and you're like, you really hit it off, and then you go off and do other stuff, and then you see that person again, and you go, I know him, I like him, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head. That kind of feeling. And he looks much as he does in the picture on the Roll20. He's kind of a thin, angular guy dressed prominently in black. Although he's
at
got
the moment, yeah. Yeah, at the moment I'm wearing like adventurer gear.
Sorry. It looks like he's wearing sturdy brown clothes that look like they're possibly handmade. Looks like they're built more for ruggedness than style. I think he's probably got a few different weapons and such on him.
Yeah.
You're dressed in like old-fashioned clothing, like what you might see somebody's great-grandfather dressed in. Old-fashioned suit. There's a bowler hat nearby. You have no idea where in the fuck you are. Let's see, Freddie. You already know where you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there you go. You can hear there's a clock on a mantle. It looks like this is the kind of place that probably has fireplaces in every room and whatnot. Old-fashioned clock on the mantle, the kind that you have to put in a key and wind up and then take out the key for some fucking reason. Yeah, it looks like a really posh place that you're in.
All right, are we the only 2 people?
That you can see, yes. Although you do hear other people moving around and whatnot in other places.
Mhm.
Well, hold on. I need to clarify. Are we, without spoiling this, are we where we started yesterday, or are we in the other?
Australia. We
Okay,
love it.
all right. Just checking. Okay,
There you go.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna like lean back in my chair and look at the new person and say,
Please describe your character as he looks at you, Danny.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm a middle-aged man. Basically average looking. Not too fat, not too like the average build. Slightly taller than usual. You can see that I've been working out because I've obviously been doing a lot of field work. You described my clothes, I believe. I've got brown hair, short hair, like with a side shave on both sides. You know?
yeah.
Yep.
All right, and you already know what I look like, so
Oh,
I'm
and the
gonna.
guy across from you looks like he's been really like bruised up. He's got bandages and stuff on him. It looks as though he's just been beaten the fuck out of. He looks like he probably just got out of the hospital.
All right. So, did you say anything to me?
Yeah, so I'm gonna like lean back and say, so you must be new. I've not seen you before. My name's well, my name's Aeolus, but everyone calls me Freddy. Just call me Freddy. Don't worry about it. Who might you be?
Well, I have no idea what I'm new to. I actually don't know where I am.
Ah, yes, the good old days of ignorant bliss. I remember that.
The name's Frank, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Frank. Well, this is gonna come as a bit of a shock to you, so you may want to brace yourself for
Wait,
what
are
I'm
you sure
about to
you're
tell you.
okay? Like, you look like you've had better days.
Don't worry about it. This is scratch.
All right.
I have I had an interesting couple days with another. Let's just say I have a boss who likes to order me around a lot. Don't
That
worry,
sounds
I'll.
like misconduct to me.
Uh, yeah, you can say that. So anyway, back to you. So
But,
what I'm about to tell you, you need to take with the utmost seriousness, because everything you knew about life, just throw out the window. All right? Forget everything you know about reality. None of that applies
Okay.
anymore. You are in what we refer to as a pocket shadow, which, to put it in layman's terms, is a reality that some other really powerful entity has made, and we're in it basically. Um, so imagine a what? Hold on. What year are you from? Are you from like 2020, the 50s? Just so I know.
Modern times.
Modern, right? Okay, cool. So imagine a video game, a very complex video game. Now put yourself in that video game. You're one of those characters, but you're conscious about the fact that you're in this alternate reality of sorts.
Yeah, buddy, you're losing me here with your mumbo jumbo. Do you think I could speak to your boss or something?
Uh, that would be difficult because apart from me, everyone else, well, me and you, everyone else here, they're basically, hmm, they don't really know what's going on. Let's put it that way. They're just part of the environment. They know of us, but
You hear
All right.
some movement over near the door, like
Let
somebody
me
coming this way.
let me introduce you to one of them. Maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Maybe you
I'll
can
go.
introduce me to the exit.
There are several exits, although there's no exterior windows. The door opens, and there's a kind of a Disney looking, like it kind of human shaped, but it got a big rhinoceros head guy, and he's got a rifle and a pistol on his side, like Old West type pistol, Old West type rifle, like from the American Old West. He sticks his head in and he goes, "Oh, I didn't realize anybody was in here. Excuse me."
Oh, that's all right. Sorry. Could you fetch Elwin, please?
Pardon?
Could you fetch Elwin, please?
Right away, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'll go back and sit down. Now look, I know what you just saw was weird, but trust me, that it's real. You're not hallucinating.
Okay, is
That
the boss like some extravagant drug lord or something? Have I been kidnapped? If this is about money, I don't have anything.
No. Look,
You
okay.
can have I started going through my wallet. You can have like my credit card, everything. I don't have anything valuable.
You're looking for your wallet. You can't find it. Apparently, you've already been robbed.
Oh, well, you already have it. So what else? What more do you want?
At
All
this
right, let me
point,
put it to you this way.
the door opens and an elvish guy comes in. He is like classic Tolkien-esque elf with the pointed ears and the kind of sharp eyebrows, thin with sharp features. You're guessing he looks like he's in his 20s. He's dressed in some sort of shirt, and it's got a flag on it. That Hold on, I'll show you a picture of it. Or just describe it to you. It's got like the Union Jack up in the upper left-hand corner, and it has 6 stars kind of semi-randomly located around the flag.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Does he do something? Yeah.
Pardon?
Does he do something?
Yeah, he comes in and he comes over and he looks at you like, okay, and he turns to Freddie and goes, "What's up?"
Hey, this is a new member of the Australian people. I was wondering if you can get him some clothes, a bit of food, make him feel welcome.
Certainly.
I'm trying to explain everything to him.
All right. Let me go bring in my sister real quick so she can get a look at him too. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
He says, "Welcome to you," and then he turns and wanders off.
So, all right, look, Frank, you're not on Earth anymore. Well, technically you are, but you're not. So the life you've been leading up until now, forget it. Doesn't exist anymore. Friends, family, gone. All right, they're all dead for all you know, or they never existed in the first place, or they were never real, or you're not real. Look, what I'm trying to say is, you're not in the reality you thought you were in a few moments ago. All right, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
No, not all right. What the fuck are you on about?
He
Is there anyone
instantly
staying
babbles
on
at you.
Okay, all right. Let me start again. You've woken up in an alternate reality. You're not dreaming. You are awake, yes? You feel like you're awake.
I heard you the first time, but do you hear yourself? You're talking complete nonsense.
All right, you want me to prove? Okay, fine. Come with me. Come on. I
All right.
get up and I open the door. Follow
All
me.
right. There's a hallway. There's every now and then you see like a rhino-headed guy standing around. Looks like they're guards to you. They all have the same symbol that the elf guy was wearing on their tabards and such that they're wearing. They're dressed in kind of old west looking clothes and such, but with the tabards over the top that have that flag on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Do you want to say hello?
To the guards?
Yeah.
they
I mean, you can see
whatever
what I
you guys
see,
like.
right?
I don't know, they kind of weird me out. I'd rather pass.
Okay, fine. You don't believe me, do you? You think this is a dream? Fine, come on then. I'll take him to wherever that one of the spare rooms is. That where the servants like get the clothes ready and stuff.
All right.
Rather than waiting for them to come to us, we'll go to them.
All right.
No problem.
Well, can you actually give me 5 minutes? My monitor is glitching out and I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I want to try and fix it
Sure.
because I can't see
Oh,
roll
fine.
20. Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't. No idea what happened.
It was going fine for a bit.
Oh, since we have 5 minutes, do Logan, I have another play immediately. The magic book goes bye-bye.
Ooh.
So I think the last book that we have available that's not Doc's book was the one in the mousetrap.
Okay.
Whatever that does, I don't know what.
Please put a note up about that, and a
Will
big
do.
warning: Doc's book is next, and some sort of panic thing.
I'm gonna restart my computer because something really weird's going on.
Okay.
I mean, you're still on your phone, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, but I
Right.
can't listen to you and fix my computer.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Okay, what else? I don't have any. Do I have any negative favor with NPCs, Logan?
No, nobody really hates you personally yet.
Okay, good.
You've managed to avoid that. The RPCs maybe, but other than that,
All right, good. Good.
I'm enjoying the briefing. It does the more that you tell them, the more crazy you sound. So I am enjoying that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay,
First day.
fixed that. That was really weird. My monitor just like had a triple picture for a second there until I restarted my computer. That was super weird. Anyway, sorry about that. Just let me rejoin the Roll20.
Of course.
Yes, computers. A mortal enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes.
Well, for you, they do what you want, but for regular people who aren't as skilled with computers, yes, they can definitely be the enemy sometimes.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
Okay,
Well,
quick note: you don't have to do it all the time, but every now and then, when you take a look at your cards, if you have over 6, first check to see if there's any reds. And if there are, then those are play immediately, and you have to play them and stuff. But then afterward, you'll want to, at some point, you don't have to do it when you're doing the briefing, but at some point, you'll want to reduce your hand back down to 6. You get cards for either doing good things, saying interesting things or funny things and stuff like that. In order not to break up the flow of the conversation, I just stick them into your hand on the.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
So.
if you're like struggling to decide what to discard, you can always ask.
I would ask regardless, because even if you think you know what it does, sometimes the cards are like a card that doesn't look that good may actually be really good.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I'd have to look through the new cards. Oh, I have some cards actually.
Oh, okay.
Fuck your couch. What?
Okay, so that's everybody discards 2 cards. So after you reduce your hand, then everybody's going to be down to 4 cards. You can, I'm sure you'll get a lot more cards and stuff soon, but you know.
I have a second play immediately card. It says if your character has an insanity for drug, alcohol addiction, or is just addicted for some reason, roll a d4.
No, you're okay. You haven't built that up yet.
All right.
Eventually, your character may decide to start doing ketamine or something like that. So
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, just discard both of those, and then you should be down to 4. Both of you should be down to 4 cards.
How do you discard?
Just
Just
drag it
drag it
off
onto
to
the
the
table.
discard pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the discard pile?
Just on the left there. Just somewhere around there.
Yeah, where all the other cards are.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, like over there somewhere.
I think I did it. Yeah. We're
So
good.
we're down to 4, basically.
And I need to discard 2 more cards, right?
3 more cards.
Yeah.
You should be at 4 when you're done discarding, because you have to fuck your couch.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking of discarding gambling addiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, unless you have a lot of gambling skill.
Yeah, which I don't. And you have a lot of money, which you don't. So
Right.
Yeah.
No money and no
Neither.
gambling skill does not make you happy on that.
I'll get rid of this.
Okay. And I think it keeps going on and on because it's a spell-related card, and I don't have any spells because I'm not a magic kind type of character.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah, go
Not
ahead and
yet.
toss it.
Okay, one more.
Just make sure all your red cards are played as well.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
After a couple sessions, the cards kind of go to the background of your consciousness, but for the first couple sessions, and you have to pay real close attention to them. Eventually, you'll get used to them and stuff.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to them. But
Singing plus 20 doesn't look too good. I'm gonna discard that as well.
Okay.
That's
reasonable.
What do you have left out of curiosity?
I've got a reroll.
Good. That's a
Nice.
great card.
I've got to lose stun damage.
Okay.
Opponent fails.
Nice.
And outdoors person.
You might want to use that immediately, actually.
Yeah. I'd play that now because that gives a permanent skill bump to
Alright.
a skill.
So pick any of those in the list, then go to your skills and add 10% onto whatever you want, like jungle, survival, forest, survival, parachuting, whatever. Whatever's in that list. I can't remember everything.
Mm-hmm. All those skills are pretty good.
Let's see. So core skills, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So pick whatever, play the card, add 10%. If you're not sure, like, if there's no default value, it's whatever your learn is plus 10. So I don't know what your learn value is, but add 10% onto that, and that's
So what's a
your new
specific type of survival?
like
For
forest,
jungle, woodland,
desert.
Arctic.
Yeah.
Desert.
Yeah, I want to add one of those. Just gotta find them.
Yeah, survival's on the bottom right, I think. And yeah.
Yes. Freddie, as we call him, built the character sheet, and he did an awesome job with
Well,
that.
technically, he built it. I just added onto it.
Who built
So,
it?
He did.
Oh.
Danny.
Oh,
Well done, Danny.
yeah. I did help with it, yeah.
Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah. So we have him actually to thank more than me.
So now we got.
They're all awful character shit. I did an awful job. Don't like promote me on it.
Oh, believe me, the character sheet has been quite a blessing for the game.
But we really did a poor job from a programmer's perspective.
He's very touchy about his work.
Oh, there we go. I found survival. There we go.
I'm not a programmer, so I'm easily impressed.
Alright, so yeah, pick whatever survival you want, add 10%, and then
What are the options? It's a type and skill.
Yeah.
like desert, Arctic, jungle, forest, swamp, whatever you want.
I'm taking forest.
Okay, forest one.
And how do I add 10%? It's like the default skill. I don't have anything in it.
So then whatever your learn skill is, so what's your learn right now?
14, I believe. Let me check. It's my learn's 13.
So it's 13 plus 10, so 23 is your
Okay.
new.
Let me just add it in.
Cool.
So, survival forest 23.
Yeah, and that's
There we
it.
go.
All right.
There's
By the way, just one question about the sheet. Sorry.
Sure.
I typed in my sanity points, but I haven't like chosen any hit points or stuff because I don't know if I'm supposed to
Your
enter
hit
that.
points are equal to your willpower.
So my hit points would be 14.
Yeah.
What about damage, real, stun?
Leave it blank for now.
Okay, hero points
That's
for
if you-
well.
Hero is equal to your essence. You have no overflow yet.
So if I have
Yeah.
0 essence, wait, it's the default, right? What's the default?
Yeah, 10. 10 is default.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it then. Yeah, carry on.
And what's your current sanity?
65, I believe.
Good. Now, if you ever get down to 40, essentially your character has picked up an insanity, something that is debilitating to just your character. It shouldn't fuck the group. Sanities are, unfortunately, it is very possible to pick up insanities. A good idea as you're playing is if you go, oh, this would be a kind of a good insanity later, try it out as a mild quirk first. Like, for example, if you're thinking, oh, I want to become agoraphobic or whatever, it's like, oh, I don't know about outside or whatever. That's not a great insanity. Or if you're a hydrophobe and stuff, it's like,
That's
I'm
what
not
I
taking
have.
a
Yeah.
bath. I'm going to go for showers, but not a
Yeah.
bath because, I don't want to get in the water and fuck swimming or whatever. There's there's a lot of different insanities. Some people, if they're just at a loss, they go, I'm going to become a big drinker. And
There's a lot of those.
yeah, well, life is hard in this campaign, so people turn to alcohol rather quickly. I put up the picture of the symbol that everybody seems to be wearing.
Yeah, it's on the Roll20.
Where is it?
Next to the discard pile and all that. Top left.
Top left.
There's
Okay. Wait, I see it. Oh, okay.
yeah, on the upper right is a sliding bar that you can slide up and down. If you slide it down, then it pulls out from the sheet, so you can see more of the.
Yeah, it zooms out basically. Yeah.
Yeah, zooms out.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like escorting him to get him dressed real quick.
No problem. They've got a lot of kind of smallish rooms, and in the one he takes you to, it looks like there's a bed, wash basin. There's an empty basin that you're suspecting may be a bedpan. There's a small fireplace. There's some sort of other pan that has like a long wooden handle on it, and there's like a little shovel thing. And on the wall is a rifle, shotgun. There's a pistol, like Old West pistol, and I'm talking one of the big 45s that are just heavy as fuck. And I don't know how familiar you are with guns, but like to load it and reload it, there's like a little door you have to open and then put in the bullets one at a time as you slowly twist or move the chamber around. But then it's also got the gunfighter belt that has like a bunch of bullets and stuff in the back of the belt and stuff. So yeah.
So I'm like,
and Old West clothes.
Should be some clothes over there. Pick whatever you want. You might want to pick some weapons, because there's some freaky ass shit around.
There's also adventurer type clothing, which is what he's wearing. The sturdy, it's got like leather patches on the knees and the elbows and stuff. It's not pretty, but it looks like it's built to last. You've got choices between like cowboy boots and like hobnail type boots, like hiking boots, but super sturdy and heavy.
Yeah, I'll give him a few minutes to get dressed.
I'm just gonna
anyone.
look at him and I'm gonna say, "You can't be serious."
Oh, I'm serious.
There is a window that you can look out of as well. It's got drapes and stuff in front of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at through the window.
Outside, it looks like you're in some sort of old west town, except everybody has a different animal's head on. Like you see fox heads, horse heads, bird heads, stuff like that. And everybody's just walking around talking to each other. And it looks like there's a lot of different couples wandering around. And it looks like they don't really give a shit what kind of animal head that they have and their person with them has. They're all just kind of mixed. And it looks like there's people riding horses, but they're not, they're kind of horses and kind of like a lizard horse type thing. And they also have these lizard horse things pulling hansom cabs. A picture of a hansom cab. If you scroll down to the KFC picture, it's off to the right of that. That's what a hansom cab looks like. Yeah, stuff like that is going on. So you seem to be in some sort of weird Disney Old West town thing. That's pretty far away from the window because it looks like there's some sort of grounds and stuff, and you can see gates, like the big metal ones with the big points and stuff, or not gates, fencing. They're building the fencing. It's the big fuck off and don't try to climb over this or you'll stab yourself to death type of fencing.
Okay.
So, yeah. And also looking out the window and stuff, you also see a building that appears to be heavily guarded. It looks like it's a newer building, pretty big, and looks like there's guards around that. It's not attached to this building though. It looks mysterious.
Well, I'm just gonna shrug and go look at the gear.
All of it seems to be Old West stuff. Is your character a gun guy? Does he know about guns and stuff?
Yeah, he does. He's proficient in most regular firearms.
It appears that the rifle is not that powerful of rifle, but it uses the same ammo as the pistol, which is 45 caliber. And it looks like it can hold probably 5 or 7 in the tube. And, and then the shotgun looks like a standard 12 gauge shotgun, double barrel.
Fair enough. Well, how many weapons can I carry actually?
It depends on how weighed down you want to be. This is not D&D, so you will find that most people don't carry that many weapons because they're a pain in the ass. I have a lot of real life experience with carrying too many goddamn weapons. So, there's like a sling for the rifle, so you could easily wear like a pistol belt and a slung rifle. There's like a scabbard holster things for if you had it on a horse, for example. But yeah, a rifle pistol combo is pretty easy to lug around. The shotgun looks like it'd be a bit bulky.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm gonna grab a rifle and a pistol, and I'm gonna. I want to take like the medium type of clothes. Don't want to take the heaviest ones.
When you say medium clothes, you got a choice between Old West cowboy ranching dude type clothes or adventuring clothes or about town type of clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Old West type of clothes.
All right, no problem. It's a lot of leather, plaid shirt, the pants and stuff. It appears that they also have the kind of pants that people put on to ride horses and stuff, the chaps. But yeah, I don't know if you're wanting to take those and stuff. You could even get, if you're wearing cowboy boots, you could even put spurs on them if you wanted.
Yeah, I do.
All right, no problem. You're wandering around with spurs on your boots, and they go ching, ching, ching when you walk.
All right. I'm gonna. Is Freddy still there?
You open up the door. He's lurking in the hallway.
All right. Well, once I'm done dressing up, I'm gonna go to him and I'll say, I have no idea what your sort of crazy is, but at least I like these dicks.
Well, I'm glad you like your clothes at least. Took me a while to find something I like, and then I liked it, and then anyway, yeah, you have your weapons, good. You're gonna need those for where I'm planning on taking you. So follow me then.
All right, the
I'm
sooner
gonna
we
take
get
him.
over it, the sooner I can get back to my life.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Back to your life. Right, of course you will. Yeah, so I'm gonna take him down, like to the wherever Elwyn normally is, and I'm gonna
The
ask
kitchen
Elwyn.
area.
Yeah,
No
sure.
problem. You go. They take you to a dining room. You pass the big dining room. Like I want to have 50 people over at a big fancy table. You pass that one. Takes you to a small dining room where you could easily sit like 6 people around the table and stuff. And there's the elf guy you saw earlier, but there's also an elf girl who looks a lot like him. It's obvious that she's his sister. She's got a couple of babies in a crib, and she's like putting food on the table, and she goes, "Ah, there you are."
Yeah, hello, how are you? Everything okay?
Yeah,
Kids alright?
you asked for food and stuff. She takes a
Yes,
close
yes.
look at Frank and goes, welcome to the Australian embassy."
Australia, so okay.
Yes, we're Australians. I wink at Frank.
Okay.
We're
How do I get to
Australian.
Australia? Maybe you could tell me.
Huh?
I was asking
Oh,
the what was she called again?
I'm not sure what her name is off the top of my head. I'd have to
Oh,
check.
I
I was
know
gonna.
Elwyn, but I
I
don't know what
didn't
her
catch her
name is
name, but
actually.
like I was asking her, maybe she knows how I got here.
I have no idea at all. Sometimes you guys just turn up. I think it's probably a weird Australian superpower. She shrugs. I don't know.
I tap my nose.
Uh,
Secrets.
I'm just gonna look at Freddy then. Okay, what do we do now?
Alright, just have a bite to eat while I explain to you your first mission.
He has a weird psychotic gleam in his eyes when he says that.
All right, but
Alright,
just
so yeah.
hold on 1 second. What about my documents, my money, my passport?
Nope, gone, all of it. Forget it, doesn't exist.
But how do I
That's
ID myself?
get new ID.
Oh, don't worry. As long as you're in this part of reality, everybody will know you're an Australian, she says.
Okay. Well, just go grab a bite then.
No
Alright,
problem. She lets you serve yourself. It's like a hearty stew with lots of different meats and stuff. Doesn't quite taste like beef or chicken, but it is not bad.
All right. Well,
so
I'm not gonna question this too. I'd rather not know.
She says, anytime you're around here, you always have a place to stay at the Australian Embassy. We'll provide you with weapons and other things you may need. So feel free to stop by. We appreciate the Australians. Hopefully, you'll get to meet the ambassador at some point. His name is Joshua McKay.
Okay.
wonderful man.
There's also a dead stuffed finch in a cage. It looks like it's been nailed to the perch.
Uh, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it.
It's probably better.
So I'm gonna turn to the elves and I'm gonna say, before we leave, could you perhaps place an order of oh wait, place an order of spice seeds for me to collect before we leave. Not spices, but the seeds for them. Whatever you can procure.
They have a few, but this place is not great for getting spices.
Whatever you can get, I'll take it.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
She calls in some fox-headed guy, relays what you said. He rushes off.
Okay. So yeah, I'll turn back to once they leave, like, and it's just the two of us.
Oh,
I'll
they don't
turn
leave.
to.
They're just standing there. She's taking care of the babies, and he's sitting there. The Owen guy is just sitting there watching you guys like, this is
Oh,
entertaining.
okay. Whatever. I mean, they know about what's fine. I'm going to turn to Frank and say, all right, Frank, do you believe in time travel?
Do you believe in ponies?
Yes. So you do believe in time travel. Good.
That was not the response I was going for, but okay, well, fair enough.
All right, look. You're in what we call a zone. This is
Okay.
a reality, so to speak, and there are other ones. One of the other ones we call MMO land, and that's where we're going next. You see, in MMO land, there is a old hermit who is rumored to create powerful potions and elixirs. And one of the other, we call ourselves Australians. One of the other Australians mentioned that there is this hermit there who sells these potions, and if we were able to procure one of them, it would be of great benefit to us all. So I thought, why not you and I go to this hermit, get the potion, see what it's all about, explore the lands a little bit, you know, those sorts of things. How
Yeah,
are you with slumps?
how am I with what?
Slumps.
Um,
Owen raises his eyebrows.
it's same as anyone else, I guess.
You guys
Great.
take him to the swamps?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, say hello to all my lady friends when you're in Kinleyville, would you?
Sure. Anyone in particular, or just everyone?
No, he says with a dreamy look in his eyes. Oh,
All right. I'll be sure to do so.
his
We
sister
may
looks at
visit.
him and goes, so many fucking half elves now. And he's like, mm-hmm.
We may visit a few other places in case you're curious. Off the top of my head, there's some interesting futuristic places we
I've
can go
heard about
to.
the ice tower too, says Owen.
I shake my head. No.
It's some people are saying that may be the source of the Bleak River.
Mm, don't give him any ideas. He's new.
I think it's magical, he says.
Oh, that brings me on to my next point, Frank. Do you want to be a wizard?
Oh God, says Owen.
I'm just gonna tap my pistol with my hand and say, I'd rather trust this over a bunch of fairy tales any day.
It's a fairy tale. It's real.
Damn
What?
right, says the elf. It's all fairy tales.
Fine. You don't want magic? Fine. I won't teach you magic. Be that way. Just grumbling to myself.
So let's get this over with.
All right, fine. Hold on. I need to get my spices real quick, and then we'll. So yeah, after we're done eating, I'll go and collect the spices wherever they might be.
They're sitting on the table.
Oh, okay, great.
The fox-headed guy gives a short bow and fucks off.
Thank you. All right, so word of warning, Frank. You're gonna experience some interesting things. Just try not to freak out.
More interesting than what I've experienced so far?
Yes.
Okay, then. Surprise me.
Great. All right, so I'll take him over.
Try not to let him shoot anybody, says the elf lady.
I'll try.
They look unconvinced, and the elf guy goes, "Don't start any fires, Freddy."
I would never dream of it.
Both of the elves stop what they're doing and give him a long stare.
I smile politely. Alright, so I'll take him out of the embassy and to Clem's.
You guys are exiting the embassy. There's the big mysterious building of mystery over there. It looks like they're expanding the embassy grounds. You see a lot of stuff being torn down, old buildings and stuff, and it looks like they're expanding the grounds, putting in gardens and things like that. You guys head over. It looks like they have a lot of these rhino-headed guards and stuff around. They nod affably at you and squint a bit at Freddy.
So, like, I'm gonna whisper to him, "What's with the masks?"
How many? They're not masks. They're real.
Right.
They're real. Just follow me.
He then takes you out into the streets. It looks like it's a very much an old west town. There's kids and stuff that are employed to pick up horse shit on the sides of the street. Like one pushes a wheelbarrow and a couple others are shoveling it into it and stuff. Everybody has different animal-headed masks on for some reason. And you guys pick your way through the horse shit and whatnot because everybody seems to be using these weird lizard horses. There's no cars or anything like that around. And he takes you over to a barber shop. In the big window, it says Clem's, Clems, Clem's. And there's an otter-headed guy in there. And he says, "Howdy, what can I do you for?"
Hot towel and a shave, please, Clem.
Where are you going back to?
MMO land.
Him as well?
Oh, yeah.
He gestures toward the bars or toward the barber seats.
I take a seat and tap the next one right next to me.
There are 4 total barber seats in here. Looks like just a normal old west type barber shop.
Have a seat, Frank. Don't be shy.
I'll have a seat and I'll be like, "So MMO land, well, what's that gonna be? Am I gonna have like a health bar above my head?"
Clem comes over to Freddy and puts a hot towel on his face. He comes over to you, hot towel, puts it on your face, and then he takes it off. And there's some human dude with a big not pork chop, the big handlebar, mutton chop mustache, or beard. And he takes it off and says, "Shave?"
The fuck? I'm just gonna jump out of my chair and start looking around.
Freddy's sitting
Wait,
having a hot towel taken off. Outside, you see a lot of different people. It looks like you're in some sort of different city, and there's like spikes and stuff like that that have been driven into the ground. So, like, if somebody's to rush out of the barber shop, then they would stick themselves on the spikes. And there's also like ballistas and the things that have multiple spears, and like the board bent back, so if it's released, it slaps the spears and projects them out. And a whole bunch of various human, elf, dwarven guards and stuff yelling, "Freeze!"
I quickly rushed over to Frank. I told you not to freak out. Calm down. I wave at the guards.
Is that Freddy, Firestarter?
Yeah, it's just me. I have a friend with me.
We're going to send in a guard to show you the way through the maze, okay?
Thanks.
I'm just gonna shout, "No shave, no shave."
They send in some guard. Looks like chain mail is what a lot of them wear. They also wear very simple metal caps and such. Looks like nobody here has rifles or anything like that. They're all having medieval weapons. Crossbows seem very popular. One of these guard type guys comes up and he goes, "All right, step where I step and you'll be okay." There's like hidden pit traps and stuff around.
I'm just gonna walk behind Freddy.
No problem. he takes you on a meandering, messed up course, and he's like, "Duck under this. We've got some razor wire here," and you're like looking, going, "Oh shit!" Hey, you guys do that, and they lead you out of. It looks like they've got just a massive amount of stuff, weapons and all that, pointed at the barber shop, like it is the most dangerous thing ever. Once you get clear of that, then you're looking around the city, and just imagine the most tight-packed medieval city you can. It looks like the streets are not all that broad. You don't see any wagons around. Everything looks like it hand-drawn carts and stuff like that. But a lot of places there's no sunlight hitting the streets. There's sewers down the middle, and a lot of the buildings overhang on the second and third floors, and you have no idea why so many humans would want to live so goddamn close to each other. It looks like there's at least half the people are humans, half are other miscellaneous. Pretty much it looks like just some fantasy game went completely out of control, and everybody said, "Let's live together here," and they are. It looks like you may be the only guy carrying a rifle and a pistol around here. Everybody else has swords, bows, crossbows, etc., etc.
I turn to Frank and I say, so, one other thing. Rifles and pistols, they work, but not really well in this zone. How are you with swords, axes, maces, clubs, those sorts of things?
Well,
Bow
I
and
have
arrow.
police buttons.
Oh, you're a police officer. Great. Alright. I'm sure we can find some kind of club for you or something. Bow and arrow or no?
Nah. Wait, why
Crossbow?
wouldn't
No.
my gun work?
Well, remember the thing I said about zones? Some of them have specific rules about things, and one of the rules about this place is technology doesn't really work that well. It does, but you need to be really forceful to make it work. Let's put it that way.
But there's no electronics in this. It's just a bit of engineering.
Look, I don't make the rules, man. Just saying how it is.
You notice a couple of interesting things about the city. First, it looks like it looks like they stole a bunch of shit from more modern day civilization and brought it here. Like one of the windows of the house over there looks like it's a windscreen of a car, and they've got like hubcaps and stuff that have been hung up as like wind chime decorations and things. Just a lot of weird mishmash of shit. There's also a statue. It looks like it's a very prominent, well-built statue of some kind of short, squat, muscular guy. Looks like he's kicking a kid off of one leg, and he's got a bottle of alcohol in one hand and a big sword in the other, and he looks drunk.
Okay.
Yeah,
so point towards the statue and like, what's that about?
Oh, that's another one of us. His name is Alex Kinley. He's basically considered to be a god amongst these lands. Well, this city particularly, because he saved them a bunch and did a whole bunch of shit. Basically, this place is called.
Shit, he says.
It's called Kinleyville, named after him. He has a lot of children. They're a bit obsessed over him. Let's put it that way.
Okay then.
Yeah. I'm gonna go take you to the leaders of this town, just to introduce you, so that if you ever come back here, they don't shoot you on sight, like they almost did a moment ago. And also I need to deliver these spices. So come along.
All right, wherever you say.
No problem. He takes you through the narrow streets and stuff. People seem to know him, and they're like, "Hey, Hey, hey.
Eh.
They seem fairly friendly here. He takes you to a large building. It looks like it's some sort of administrative center, and there's a couple of guards out front. That's new. You think to yourself, there, Freddie. They didn't used to have guards, but apparently now they have enough population that they have some guards. And not too far away from it is also some sort of big it's like a bubble, the top half of a bubble, but it's made out of like steel girders and stuff, like a big monkey bars, for example. And there's a sign nearby that says like Blood Dome. He takes you on in. The guards just wave you guys through. They look at your weapons like, and you guys head on in there. And inside, you see several people that I will go ahead and show you pictures of here. And that guy. There's 4 different pictures I've unveiled. If you don't see them, then just zoom out a bit.
Yeah, I see him.
No problem. The guy and the girl in the first 2 pictures obviously married. They're obviously a couple. They sit close together. And they seem very into each other. The guy who's dressed like a freak next to him seems to be kind of like you're not sure if he's the court jester, an advisor, or some random person that they brought in because of his outrageous fashion sense. The guy with the hammer and the other thing, he looks like he is a super weathered individual, and he's got looks like a rolled up carpet that has this symbol. I've unveiled another symbol. It's to the right of him on it, and it looks like he was talking to the guy and the girl and the other strangely dressed guy who's wearing like the leopard bikini trunks and stuff. The super weathered guy is like, yeah. So that's what I found. And the other guy goes, "Well done, Hornsby. You are an example to us all." And he says, "Thank you, Darius." Claire, Obed, he says to each of them. And he says, "Right. How's it going? Happy Alex Giving," he says. And he turns and heads out.
All right. Gonna just eye him. Like,
you kind
curiously.
of recognize that carpet that he's carrying.
Yeah, I'm like, is that the... All right, I'm gonna just go up to Claire and Darius and like, greet them. Hello.
Obed poses dramatically.
This is my friend Frank. He's new.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Darius stands up, comes over, and extends a hand to Frank.
Just hello. I'm gonna give him a firm handshake.
Excellent. He gives you a firm handshake. This guy has a kind of a natural charisma and stuff. You can definitely tell that he's somebody important here. And his wife seems very sweet, but she also has like the look like when she says something, people just kind of do it. She doesn't have to give orders. They just do it. That kind of people.
Okay.
Obed, you don't think anybody takes seriously, not even a little bit. He says, "I'm Darius. This is my wife, Claire. That's Obed."
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi. We're the people who help run Kinleyville. Welcome.
Good. Thank you. I'm just getting my bearings.
Yeah, I'm still breaking him into everything. He doesn't believe anything I say, but I'll change his mind soon. Don't worry.
Darius shrugs. He's like, we've all been there.
Yeah. So
just whisper into your Freddy's ear. What's with Bob the Builder over there?
I was just about to ask.
You mean Hornsby?
Yeah, Hornsby.
He's our leading geologist. He's been out scouting for different resources and stuff.
And anything?
He used to personally travel with Alex Kinley Obed goes, Alex Kinley. Yes, Obed, thank you. Yes, he's our lead geologist and such. His job is to go out and find things and then let us know where they are. And we send out crews to exploit the resources.
Oh, did you find anything interesting?
Yep. He says, so how can, what do you got there? He says,
Oh,
indicate.
yes. Yeah, I know it's not a lot, but I'm working on it. You can get started planting some of the spices over in the fields, greenhouses. I handed over to him.
Hold on a minute. Obed, could you go get Qatar Balar? And Obed's like, yes.
I turned to Frank. Don't freak out.
You say what? Sorry.
Don't freak out.
Okay.
He's a little
I've been
strange.
making promises.
Right. Pretty soon, Obed comes back with this guy who I've unveiled next to Hornsby. He has a big Lego type head, but it's animated. Now you get it. Now you get to do what's called a sanity roll. What you want to do is roll under your sanity.
So go to basic info and
Yeah.
click the button. Yeah. Next to sanity.
And you as well, Freddie, unless you got maxed out.
Multiplier 1.
Yeah, everything is normal. Just submit everything.
Did I do it? No, I should have.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent. Neither of you guys freak out. You lose 0 sanity. Normally, if you lose some sanity, then your sanity will go down permanently until it builds back up from other stuff we'll cover later. No need to burden you with all that shit. But Qatar comes in and Darius goes, Qatar, Freddie here has brought some spices. And Qatar goes, that's great. He checks out the bundle. He goes, I'll go ahead and get this to the farmers. He talks weird, and you think the inside of his fucking head is goddamn hollow.
I'm just gonna stand there silent until it leaves.
Takes the bundle, nods to you guys, and heads out.